How's it going, guys? Topic for today's video, 30-day self-love experiment update. So I'm going to do these updates every 30 days till the end of the experiment. So there'll be one at 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, etc., all the way up to 360 days. So if you want to know more about my self-love practice, I've done it every single morning, and I've done the mental loops and stuff throughout the day. To the best of my ability. I'm not perfect with it. You can check it out. It'll be one of the previous videos, so if you go to the homepage for this YouTube channel, you'll be able to find it there relatively easily, or you can just go to ilovemyself.tv and you'll find it on there as well. So what has changed? A lot has kind of changed. So when I first started this experiment, I wasn't feeling too good. I was kind of feeling down on myself, wasn't thinking of myself very highly. I just gotten out of a relationship and it really ended just really poorly. The reason why it ended poorly was typically a lot of it was kind of my fault, but the relationship should have been done months beforehand, but it just kind of dragged on. So when I started this experiment, I wasn't feeling too good, and it was just before New Year's, so I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to start this before the new year even starts. I'm not even going to wait until then, and I just want to start, feeling better. So it was, I wouldn't say like I was like at like rock bottom or anything like that. I wasn't anywhere close to that, but I just wasn't feeling as good as I kind of felt like I should be feeling. So started doing the self-love practice within 7 days, within a week. Basically what happened, I'd spoken to this girl before, and we'd spoken on Skype. There wasn't really any type of romantic interest with this girl at all. It was just kind of more like, just friendly acquaintances or whatever. But after basically a week of starting this experiment and starting my practice, the relationship between me and this girl just changed very, very quickly. We had a Skype conversation. She told me about how her past relationships had been really shitty, and she just wasn't really kind of enjoying where her life was going either. So I just said, hey, you should check out this book, Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It. Great book. I've been reading it for like a month. It's absolutely fantastic. So before I even started this experiment, I'd already been reading about self-love, but I really wasn't like focused on it. So I'd been reading this book, and then I recommended it to her. And within, I think it was like 2 or 3 days after I recommended the book to her, she sent me a message back saying like she had been doing the mental loop, and she just noticed like so many things in her life had started to change. Something else that I noticed was that she started to have a big crush on me. And she started to become very interested in me romantically. And I was like, whoa, like what's going on here? This is very interesting. And I was actually kind of hesitant at first. The reason for that is because two things. So probably 3 or 4 weeks before things started to escalate with this girl, I'd written a list, and I'd made points about, how I want my next relationship to be. And one of them was like, I want to be within biking distance of this girl that I meet. And this girl is not within biking distance. She lives pretty far away from me. And I'd just gotten out of a long distance relationship. So I'm just like, I don't want to do long distance again. But the thing that was really kind of annoying to me is that the other 95% of my list, she totally fulfilled, right? So I mean, I'm not talking about like just physical characteristics, but how we want to live our life together, how we interact with each other. Like I was experiencing everything on my list, but there's just like this one detail that I was kind of hesitating, right? I was just kind of like, oh, I don't want to get in any type of romantic relationship with this girl because she lives so far away. So I kind of gave into the idea of trying this out again. And very, very quickly, like it turned from being just kind of like a crush to being like I'm fully like in love with this girl. And this started so it started within a week of me starting this experiment. That this new girl who basically meets every aspect of what I want in a relationship, she just came into my life. And the funny thing is that I'd known her for probably 3 or 4 months before that. But it wasn't until she shifted her vibration and I shifted my vibration through feeling more love for ourselves and just feeling love in general that we actually were able to actually see it, right? It's been very interesting, right? And to the point now where I'm in in my mind, I'm in like the perfect fucking relationship right now. Pardon my French, but it's absolutely incredible. I've never connected with somebody so deeply or had such just having this amazing connection with somebody. Like, she's already like my best friend. Like, I love this girl like so freaking much, right? Like, it's unbelievable like how much I just enjoy like talking to her, right? And we've got some amazing plans for the future. Amazing plans for the future. And we've been quote unquote dating for just under a month now. And it's just happened so quickly. But I did have that hesitation at first just because of the distance, right? But something that Mackenzie Scott has said, she's like a master manifester. She's had interviews with Teal Swan. She says that your manifestation or like what you want isn't going to be 100% exact. It's going to be like 90% true of what you want, so that you'll work. So if you really want that manifestation, you'll work for that extra 10%, or like that 10% that isn't exactly how you want. You're gonna work for it, right? Like, it's not gonna come just super easy to you. And so I know for a fact that it's through me shifting my vibration, as well as, it's just through me shifting my vibration that I allowed this like amazing relationship with this girl to come into my life. And it's just happened just so perfectly. So that's the first awesome thing that's happened, and it's totally blowing my mind. I'm just like, I just think to myself some days, I'm like, this is freaking crazy how this has happened. Second thing, I was working overnights at my work, and I was just absolutely hating it. I felt undervalued. I didn't feel like the guys liked me very much, and I just was not feeling it at all. So I told my boss, probably about a month and a half ago, I'm just like, either I'm quitting or you shift me to another department where I can work days. So I started working in the bakery department at work just before Christmas started, so right around December 20th or so. And the difference, and probably about 4 or 5 days after that, I started my self-love practice, after I started working in this new department. The difference in terms of how I'm treated is incredible. So I went from feeling totally undervalued and kind of feeling like just being like treated like shit, to working in this department, working in this new department, and totally feeling like I'm really, really valued. Like my manager really values me. The people that I'm working with really enjoy being around me at work. To the point where just over a week ago, I've only been in this department for like 3 weeks when she says this to me. She's like, Derek, she's like, you already know how to do things that, people who have been working here for years, you already know how to do things within 3 weeks that people who have been here for years don't know how to do. If the assistant manager position for the department opens up, would you be interested in it? And I was just kind of like, what? I'm like, I just started working like in this department and you're already thinking of promoting me. So I'm just like, holy crap, you're already thinking, sorry, I ran out of time on the camera. So I'm like, holy crap, you're already thinking of promoting me. And I literally just started working in this department because my manager just really enjoys the work that I'm doing and that I just do such a good job. And it's such a weird difference. It's like going from feeling like totally undervalued to feeling like very valued and being, and wanting to get and having your manager want to promote you. I'm just like what a crazy shift in like a matter of a few weeks. And now I go to my job, and it's a minimum wage job at a grocery store. It's like, it's not like an incredible job or anything like that, but I actually enjoy going there and actually doing the work. Like, I actually enjoy it. And I don't know, I think that's a big shift in terms of how I'm feeling about things. So I'm feeling different, I'm valuing myself more. So I now go to work, I'm valued more because I value myself more, and I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing because I'm in a positive state, I'm in a positive vibration. Those are the two main differences that I've noticed since starting this experiment. I don't believe in coincidences or anything like that. I do believe that I create my own reality through the feelings and the emotions and thoughts that I'm putting out into the world. So going from feeling just not very happy with things, and to feeling like an amazing relationship, and then actually enjoying my job and feeling valued at my job, as well as just a few other little things like I've done a collaboration video with a guy on NoFap on my main channel, and now we're like talking about like writing an ebook on NoFap, and like just getting really exciting and reveling in the excitement about that. And it's just like, you know, things are really starting to turn like, I guess not turn up, but going downstream, like feeling really good, and things are starting to flow so much easier. I'm starting to get excited about things. I'm starting to actually feel positive emotions more. And I think it's just like, because I'm starting to direct my thoughts towards better thoughts all the time, right? And I'm starting to consciously be aware of how I feel. How am I feeling right now? Am I feeling really good? Like, I'm feeling kind of all right. Well, how can I like ramp it up? How can I just feel better? All right, I'll just focus on the mental loop, or I'll just focus on just feeling good, like in any kind of way, focusing maybe on gratitude, saying thank you for this camera, thank you for my body, like just reveling in gratitude as well. That's something else that I just kind of started within the last 3 or 4 days. So just introducing all these positive vibrations, I'm just starting to get excited for things. And even today, I just got notification that one of the guys that I really find inspiring is going to sit down and do an hour-long Skype interview with me. And like, I think the guy is like incredible, and he's such a positive influence in my life, and I've watched a lot of his YouTube videos, and it's like things are just starting to flow in the right direction now. Like, things are starting to, you know, build momentum in my life. So far, 30 days into this, I'm like, I'm freaking sold on this already. Like, things are really starting to work out for me, and I'm so excited for what's going to happen this year. Because I'll be planning on moving and living with my girlfriend, like, in the summertime, right? So I'll be changing locations, and like, things are just starting to get really exciting. Like, I'm going to see her in March, right? Like, just like, things are just changing in a pretty dramatic way. And it's pretty amazing. So I'm going to obviously keep doing this because it feels good. Things in my life are really changing, and a lot of people on the YouTube channel here are obviously really enjoying some of the videos that I'm putting out. So I'm going to put them out. If you have any topics that you want me to kind of clarify a little bit more or whatever, or if you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comment box below. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching. Do this experiment. Oh my God, just start with 30 days. You don't have to go like a full year like I am. I just really need to focus on this for an entire year. But try it out for like 30 days or 60 days or 90 days or something. Check out my self-love practice video and start doing it every morning. I focus on it for an hour every morning, and then I try to make as much conscious awareness of it throughout the day. I do forget about it, and sometimes I think about stupid stuff. It's all right. We're all human. We all get into negative thought loops. It's just kind of how it is, right? Awesome. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Peace out.